aka in. I in.
Check, check. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Good morning. What's up? Welcome back. As you're tuning in, be sure to check out the disclaimer that is on screen. Remember that day trading is, of course, risky. All right. And these results are not the typical results. So let's jump into it. Let's get started. UAVS seems to be the stock of the day right now. You know, it's another decent move here in pre-market. And interestingly, we're not seeing anything in Pennyland, at least not that I can tell. I did not check everything for continuation, so definitely if something is still moving, you guys can let me know. But it seems like Pennyland is maybe softening up a little bit. Maybe. Maybe we leave that off for now. Nice. Wow. Okay, UAVS up 112%. 24 million shares of volume. This thing looks pretty decent, and it's been a strong uptrend here. The real question for me is, will we see anything into the open? BTCT yesterday, we saw it gave a move pre-market. By the time it came around to the open, that's it, right? Move is done. This one looks like it started off around 8 a.m. and it's been steady, honestly. It's been steady. We had a couple of pullbacks, but it's been steady. Vaughn, JB, what's up? Ron, what's going on, guys? What's up? Oh my gosh. How long ago was that from Crispy? Back when Crispy was just about 15 years old. Time flies and time makes a difference, right? So, yeah, coming back to UAVS, let's just continue here. You know, we're not really seeing anything below $1, which is fine. Wherever the action is, that's where we're going to be. Wherever the momentum is, the volume is, it doesn't matter what price. It could be high, low, 30 bucks, 3 cents, doesn't matter. So UAVS, if this one is the strong one today, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. So pre-market highs are 352, and right now it might start to pull back here a little bit. It is a little extended, but we'll see. Looking at the daily chart, seems like 365 and $4 are levels to keep an eye on. Philip, what's up? We got a couple people tuning in here in the chat. 397. I'll map out those levels here for UAVS. So there might be some upside resistance. But over 4, we had this huge gap down back in September 30th. And it looks like we might have had a couple of reverse splits on this stock, but if it's good, if we get over 4, hopefully we can see, 455, 650, and we can get another 100% move. Would be great. Okay, there's the 9 a.m. alarm. I'm going to double check my Thinkorswim here for the email. I'm going to double check my email, rather, to see, just make sure that I don't have a good faith violation. They usually send out the emails at 9 a.m. is what I've noticed. Today's 14th. (9:01 a.m. actually, so we'll check again here in a sec. The one yesterday came at 9:01, and let me double check before that. October 1st, 9 a.m. Yeah, it looks like it comes around 9 a.m. September 16th, that one also came at 9 a.m. 9:01 and 9 a.m. So at 9:02, 9:03, we'll check again. I refuse to have that nonsense happen to me again. Okay, BTCT. Moving on to BTCT. Jeez. Bitcoin stock. So, I mean, who would have known, right? I don't think I've ever seen this stock before up until a few days ago, which is strange because you would think, since it's related to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been moving in, for a while, unless I traded it before and just didn't know, which is usually not the case. Looking at the daily chart, we had a move on September 28th, 2023. But Bitcoin has been moving, and why is it that only now this stock is moving up like this, right? It's interesting. You would have thought that maybe this would have been in play regularly, but so the options to swing this, I don't know if anybody did, but it seems like it might have been a bit of a harder decision to make, being that it's only now moving up. But nevertheless, over the last 3 days, we did go from about $3, $3.50, $3.70, up to now $28.60. Well, you guys, if there's ever a time machine, right? You guys will know from if I have one, because man, every stock like this, I'm swinging 30K shares down there at 350, and I'm sitting back and relaxing, and then today selling, right? So if you guys just see out of the blue, Relentless trader, just 100% accuracy every swing trade, then you know what's going on. BTCT 28, so it's a $30 stock. The more expensive, usually a little bit more risky it'll be in terms of the spreads. And so we got to be very careful about high fills. And if the stock happens to be strong and we're doing well and we do happen to size up, we got to be very accurate in where we do take trades. We got to definitely look for the best high probability areas, because sometimes just a couple of bad fills and you're right back to flat, if not red, right? So if this one happens to be really good and goes up to 40, 50, then it's game on. But we got to be careful and take the best entries, the best setups. BTCT. We'll see how this one does. Continuation. And in terms of where it can potentially go, again, we haven't really been up in these areas here. So we'll see, maybe 35, 40, right? Usually if we were to remove the Bitcoin catalyst, usually stocks at this point here, it's like, hey, 30, 40 is a possibility. Now, if Bitcoin happens to be weak, then maybe it doesn't pull through on that, and it sells off a bit, but we'll see. So checking the email again here just to see if I have any good faith violations for today. Doesn't seem like it. All right, looks like the account will be good to go. Good to go. Another way of checking is to see if any of the stocks that we traded in the prior day was was restricted. We can of course use that. We can find that utilizing this link here. I can post that link to the chat. This particular link allows you to search up a ticker symbol to see if it's restricted or not. Well, Bitcoin has always been in play. That's the question I kind of have here. Bitcoin has always been in play, but why is it only now we're seeing this particular ticker symbol, right? It doesn't look, it has history, so but this is the market. I've learned not to question things. I've learned to just trade the opportunities. So BTCT, we'll see how this one does. We got UAVS. There's also QUBT, which is up 31% with 45 million shares of volume. Let me ask these guys here. Tim and Mighty. So QUBT, pre-market highs, 435, looking decent. We did trade this stock before, going back to February 6th and February 8th of this year. February 6th, we went from 197 to 350, which, you know, is a decent move. But since then, we've sold off. MVST. I'll take a look at that. Let me just pull it up here quick. MVST. Oh yeah, this looks great. See, this is and I did say I didn't check continuation, right? This looks good. MVST will be our penny stock today. Without a doubt, this will probably go to like 150. EFSH. Let me add this to my list here. MVST. Thank you, Tim. So I came up with this idea last night, and I did tell Marcelo. So on the weekend, there should be a nice video that comes out that I think the community would like. EFSH. Let me just take a look at this one as well. Well, EFSH, I don't know. This one's been selling off. Perhaps there's a red to green today, but I think I'll stick to MVST. Well, yeah, MVST. Okay, coming back to QUBT, and then we'll move on here. So again, we traded this one in February of this year. You know, we had a high point of 350. Looking at the chart, let's see, yesterday, this one gave a good move, so it was that high 342. We can get rid of these two trend lines here. 342, yesterday's high. Okay. All right. So for me, looking at this coming into the open, it'll be great if the stock could hold up in this area here tightly. And then, if possible, red to green eventually into the open. This could be good. QUBT. I do think the float is a little higher if I remember correctly. Other than that, it looks decent. And Tony, Enzo, what's going on? Good morning. What's up? Good to see you guys. Doing all right, my friend. I received that link from you last night. I gotta check it out today. Go in there and see what's going on. Will do. For those people on YouTube, Be sure to hit the thumbs up. GSIW, there's a couple of questions about that one. Chanzi, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Some of you subscribers I remember from like years ago. We've had certain conversations that just you can't forget, you know. So MVST, yesterday's high. We had the halt up at 105. This stock could be pretty good. We had the halt up at 105. Today's pre-market high is at 112. And we're currently consolidating sideways. This looks like we can see a move to 120, 150 today. This looks pretty good to me. MVST. You guys know the cheaper stocks have just been absolutely phenomenal these last few weeks, so definitely worth to keep. And I think I'm going to sub this one out. Sub out QUBT for this one here on my screen up top, because I usually only watch it 3 stocks at a time. I can show you guys on YouTube what the screen looks like here up top, just so you see what I'm looking at. This is when I'm trading actively. This is what I'm looking at every time. There's nothing else that I'm looking at except this screen, which is why the YouTube screen down below, sometimes I'll be on the wrong stock. I mean, you know, things are happening so fast, things are moving so quick that if I'm here on this stock and then the other one starts to move, I cannot come down here on the YouTube screen and pull it up in time without missing a trade or two, right? So this is why we can go minutes at a time before this screen is actually caught up again. It has to be that way. There's nothing else I can do, because in the past I would try to change it and then I'd miss trades, right? But it's just not worth it. JXJT, let's take a look at that one. Ooh, not good, not good. 190 down to 140. GXAI was also mentioned. Did I not have, oh, this one looks good. It's up 50%. GXAI. Good call out here. You know what? I think I saw it, but it was down here consolidating, so it's curled up. This is good. This one can perhaps give a good move as well. What else do we have? I think there's one other stock that was mentioned. By the way, Eagle Eye, shout out to Eagle Eye, who did send me a Discord setting to tell me when the mic is muted. Today's the day that I install it. What really happened to me on the weekend is that I thought Monday was a holiday, and I purposefully did not look at doing any work Sunday, because Sunday I used to do stuff, right? And then I find out at like 10 p.m. or something that there's no holiday. It's like when you hear Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and like usually it's like a national holiday. So I was surprised that you know it wasn't market wasn't closed completely. So if it wasn't for the chat, if it wasn't for Crispy telling me, I would have not realized it was a trading day up until, you know, maybe close to 9:30, when you guys would have probably been going crazy on the notification saying like, where's RT? And that was a $17,000 day. So imagine just not even showing up, you know. It's crazy. But things worked out. So we got about, what's that, 17 minutes to the open. I think I've done my due diligence here. I mean, if something does move, I can get involved. Maybe GXAI if it continues to curl. But other than that, I think maybe, you know, we'll just see what happens at the open. For me to really trade pre-market though, you know, coming here, I really have to be here like 8:30 the latest. The 8:40, and we mentioned this last week, is just not, you know, early enough. And I still feel a little like I don't feel myself in pre-market. Like it's just not the same. Not saying that I can't make money because I think I can. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. Some of that have to do with I think I need even better hotkeys. Nope. So for those of you who saw the recap yesterday, I did take 100,000 shares like 3 times on that cheaper stock without issue. So, I'm wondering if I was in a better flow and things kind of was smooth at the open, I wonder how it could have went. And I think I could have still had bigger losses with slippage, but it would have been good to have my full attention there on a couple of earlier trades to see. But lesson learned, better to start off with slightly smaller size and scale up rather to, push the limits right away, and, you got to be careful. And I'm going to check one last time to make sure that I do not have a good faith violation here. Things that I've done over the years, when I mean even like now, right, the moment I get here in front of the screens, I try not to answer the door. I don't take any calls. These are all things like I've had to learn the hard way. Like you move and then the stock goes, or whatever it is, right? It's just distractions. You have to eliminate any and every and all distractions possible, if possible, right? You have to give your undivided attention to the market. It's already so difficult to do. So if your attention is split and you're having to do this and that, it's just that much harder to overcome, right? So we got to be locked in here. And again, checking, not seeing anything, so I think we're good. For the students and chat room members who are listening right now, if any of you guys ever want to go live in the channel, right? If you want to trade live here, just like how I'm doing right now, you guys can feel free to do this, right? And if you do not have the ability to share your screen, I can give you access. But of course, if you ever decide to do it, you have to be professional, and you got to keep it classy, right? But just saying, if anybody ever wants to do that, and we've had people do that in the past. GXAI curling up a little bit. I'm thinking if I should sub out BTCT. I don't know, for GXAI. I mean, GXAI is looking good. Maybe I put GXAI up here instead of BTCT to start. BCTC, I'm not fussy to trade it into the first minute, but if it chooses that uptrend, let's say into minute 3 or 4, that's where I'd look to really start getting involved. Should be an interesting day here. Share size, we'll have to remember to change our share size depending on the stocks that we have in this window up here. But other than that, we should be good to go. So I'm going to jump up top here for the opening statements. I'm going to start up my screen recording, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. GXAI also has Bitcoin news. ELAB. Yeah, ELAB. I'm going to add it to my recent list here. So when the strong stocks start to fall off and then I'm rotating through, if this is strong, then this is the one we jump on. We'll see. And this is why I like Thinkorswim, like this recent list here. You know, I can just go recycle through, see what's strong, what's not. All right. As we have some Jay-Z coming in here from Bosch. All right. That's good. That's good to wake us up here for the open. So I'm gonna jump up top for the students. Everyone else here, I'll see you guys at 11 a.m. We can jump back down and chop it up with the rest of the team. And Marcelo might be having some technical difficulties trying to trade from the mountains or the valleys, depending on where he's at. All right, with 10 minutes to go, Relentless, what is the plan? How do you plan to approach this day, Relentless? What are you looking to do? Well, the plan is pretty much the same. Yesterday's plan is today's plan. We did make our adjustments so far. We did check to see if we have a good faith violation, which we don't. So that's good news. Other than that, we're coming into the open, and right now it's hard to say which one is going to be the one right away. You know, it could be BTCT, it could be GXAI, it could be MVST. I mean, UAVS is also in the picture, so I have no clue which one is going to be the one right now. So into that first minute or two, I want to just wait a little bit and see what's going on. Unless one of them really just gives a really obvious entry for like an opening surge. Other than that, I want to just be a little patient into the open, determine the strong stock, lock into that stock, and then from there trade all the opportunities and setups that I know and love, right? If it is sub $1, quick scalps in and out, working the 1 cent, 2 cent range, even if it's half a cent at a time, whatever it might be, determining an appropriate size that's not too much to where I'm getting slippage and lag, but good enough to where I can be nimble to get in and out quickly. Other than that, if it isn't a more expensive stock like BTCT, I do want to start off a little slow, gain a good rhythm, and once I'm connected, because the thing is with me and size on a stock like that, as long as I'm in rhythm and the stock is moving linear, I do not mind using more size. But I need to be, you know, in a good flow. If not, it's just too risky, right? So starting slow on that, if that happens to be the stock to trade, and then I'll try to increase size as the stock goes. Other than that, let's be disciplined, let's be patient. You know, every day this is what we're doing here, and without fail, we have to make sure that we do not derail, go off track. If you went off track yesterday, you had a bad day yesterday, a bad week, a bad month last month. Today is the time. Today is the day, right? We're all stepping up to the plate, and we have to look at ourselves in the mirror here, or in my case, in the webcam, and we ask ourselves, are we willing and able? Are you the viewer, right? As you ask yourself, are you willing and able? Me, I ask myself, am I willing? Am I able? Without a doubt, the answer is yes. If I wasn't, I would have started this day late. I would not have checked to see if I had the good faith violation. I would have had the world of distractions going on, and we don't, right? So we're already making that adjustment. And that's what trading is all about. It's making adjustments. Like the moment you see something, the faster you can, you know, make an adjustment, become a little bit more refined, the better it is. And that alarm right there is for the screen recording, which I'll go ahead and do. As you guys know, yesterday we forgot with all the chaos that was going on. So, with about 6 minutes to go, our screen recording is turned on. There's absolutely nothing here to be nervous about. None of us here tuning in to trade today. We have no need to be nervous. Some people can have a little bit of excitement. I think that's fine. But, let's be calm. Let's be patient. The market will tell the story, and we just have to listen to what it's saying. And we take the appropriate course of action depending on what the story is, right? If we go at 9:30 and everything is dead, nothing moving, then hey, the market is saying be on the sidelines, take it slow, be patient, wait for the next best stock. But if we get one of these stocks or two of these stocks to go and be very strong right away, then the market will be telling us, hey, the moment you start to see the entries that you know and love, take those trades, right? And that's the whole purpose of following a strategy that is successful, is that there is no guessing here, right? There is no guessing. And so for us to give ourselves the best odds of doing really well, we just have to be sharp and quick. When I'm quick and I'm decisive on the trades I'm looking at and I see, we're doing our best, right? We can't hesitate. We can't let fear and doubt or anything like that throw us off course. So it's another day to do what we love to do. And so before we even get into the open, I already know what this day is going to be about. And that right there gives me even more confidence. So let's get ready to have some fun, to rock and roll. And for those of you tuning in on YouTube, Twitch and Facebook, guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up. We do appreciate it. Right now we have 400 plus people watching on. Hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, subscribe to the channel. We go live every weekday morning, now around 8:50, 8:40 a.m. So you guys can tune in as we are watching here. And by the way, I did not post the watch list. I forgot. So let me write up the watch list here quickly. We got 3 minutes. UAVS, GXAI, MVST, BCTC. Geez, what's the name? BTCT. Okay. I still typed it wrong. Wow. There we go. And I'll put the other two M. So MV. Okay, MVIS. We have there's QUBT and ELAB. Quite the list there. 6 stocks, but we'll see. And there's a 2-minute warning. Guys, hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. Hit that thumbs up. Now it's time to rock and roll. My share size is set. Right now, it's just a matter of being patient here to see what we get. Another beautiful day. Minute and 20 seconds to the open. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And let's get ready to rock and roll. Wait, what? Oh man, the comments. Have no fear. Relentless Trader is here. Here to save the day. Time to go racing. We got 47 seconds on my side. The EJT also moving up a bit. 29 bucks. Marcelo saying potential opening surge on UAVS. Another beautiful day. I take a starter here.
CYCCP.
Let's try it again. Oh, higher fill for MVST. There's a bit of a spread though. That was a decent setup there for the dip.
BRAG.
56 bucks, I'll take. That one just a little more obvious, but not strong as of yet.
PULM.
ELAB. It's gonna be hard to keep an eye on everything, but ELAB, quite the move here. Oh, is this 4 cents? Oh, wow. I thought it was 40 cents. 4. This one is really, really cheap. Still dipping. This one is so cheap. It's going down. I mean, it's really cheap. MVST. I didn't realize how cheap that one was. What's the other one again? ELAB, UAVS, GXAI. Let's put BTCT here so I can at least see what it's doing.
JTAI.
MVST. Can we get over to high? We will. MVST. MVST might be the one.
MFH. ALGS. PCTTE.
I'm gonna pull it up as soon as I can. Taking the dip 95. Tight stop. We're on our red to green here. Oh. I tried for 95. It boosted up in a moment. Oh, that's tough. That would have been a great trade. Higher fill. And I'll take a loss on that trade. Probably should have cut it immediately there. UAPS back up. MVST. Still keeping an eye here for now before I switch away. Tight stop. 95.5. Definitely a bit of a spread to it. Should have been in there. Sometimes you wait for just a little too much confirmation, you know, you gotta just jump in. I gotta jump in. I gotta jump in. What we want is the 1 minute candle to make a new high. Good fill. Can we see a good move? UAVS is moving up here. Alright, I'll take a couple cents. Guess I'll trade that one on the resumption.
WLGS.
Can we get halted up? I'd rather see it get halted up all the way up here. UAVS. Come on, let's get locked in. We need a really big pullback. $95 to halt up. $407 to halt up. I really rather see the halt up here.
JTAI.
So I'm a little late to it, not quite in sync, but there were 2 entries above 50. Halt up is now at 19.
ALGS. PCTTU.
Oh, what a terrible fill. I mean, just ridiculous. I'm trying to buy 77 there. It might be failing. That's a bit of a false breakout there. Nothingness for me on this one. GXAI is also overview up.
QMMM.
BTCT, ELAB. So UAVS seems like it's the one right now.
SCOR.
No reclaim. Another loss. No good. The volume is light, so we'll see where it bottoms out.
GLXG.
0 for 6 to start on this stock. Not good.
LUNR.
Low 57.
NVCT.
57 for the lows.
CYCCP.
What's that, man?
VISL.
Good.
DPCSU.
Bills are look at this. So slow for just 1,500 shares. If there's not a break and hold over 4, I'm just gonna leave it alone and wait. And it looks like it's having a hard time over 4. What a disaster here. 1 for 10. 1 for 12. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even interested in it. Let me just check the scan, see if anything else. NVCT.
MFH.
Halted up. Not much there though. I'm gonna give it one more shot here. Over 20. All right, much better. Looks like 16 would have worked again.
JTAI. TIR.
Why is it moving such a way? We made something back over 4, which is good. Ah, come on. We could have dipped a little more right there. I can try to trade it more actively, but again, the fills are like lagging. So the quick trades that I could get of like 5, 8 cents, by the time I'm filled, it's like back down where I'm trying to buy. Maybe I have to size down to 1K or maybe 800 or something. Sub 4, sub 4. Not quite sub 4. It held 95 there. I'm gonna try it again. Can we see 15? It's lingering here though. Can we bounce? There's 11. I'll take 11. Oh, we did get 15. Maybe I needed to be a little bit more patient there. There's 20.
GLXG. NVCT. WLGS. VISL.
I might chase it here.
DPCSU.
Oh, that's not gonna work. I probably should have just took the night like 11. Probably would have been better. But waiting again. It does look like you gotta hold a little bit on this one, which I'll try to do here on the next couple of trades if I can, but still gonna keep the stock tight.
WLGS.
Nope. Waiting. It might go down before it goes up, before it go up. What's it gonna be? Up or down?
JTA.
There's definitely a lot of fluctuation.
TIR.
Yeah, let me just wait. I'll wait. That's fine, I'll wait. An entry will more than likely come. I don't need to be early. I'll hold this if I can up to 20. There's 16. So it was going to go lower first before going higher. What? Taking the dip 81. I'm filled 91 and losing. Sad.
QMMM.
Jesus. There's no way I should have gotten filled that high, man. I was quick too. About 83 at worst case scenario. Well, I'll take the 400 bucks and move on here because disaster. GXAI. MVST. QUBT. UAVS. BCT. What we're doing. Volume is light, no good. How's BTCT doing? Son of a gun. Piece of son of a gun, man. GXAI. Jeez. Well, I dodged that one by the nick over here.
ZCAR.
33 exit. False breakout jack. But I took 32 first. It stalled out at like 33. Oh no, I think I took 30.
YOSH.
So it went up 3 cents and then just stalled out, came back down and then ripped up to 45. So I stopped out already. UAVS might not be finished. I mean, the 5-minute chart kind of looks good. What was the low? 72. Do I want to take the 5-minute setup is the question. And that's all. It depends on if it even gives another entry again.
WLGS.
Break of 3 can definitely be something here again. Gotta take those baby pullbacks like that. That bounced up like what, 8 cents?
WLGS.
And will the 1-minute candle make the new high?
AMBI.
Okay. Not a great fill there.
VISL.
Bro, how did I not make money right there, man? What? That's just ridiculous. These fills are just tough to deal with. Stock is already back down to my entry from up 7 cents. I get filled at 06 buying it, bro. The spreads literally was tight, opened up to give me the highest fill there. They're playing hardball, but they don't know that we got the secrets here. We know what we must do. Five-minute setup ended up working well, but it was only a one and done. I didn't really check my 5-minute candles early enough to look at it. Failing. That's sad. Well, and it's back up. I'm gonna jump in. Trap, 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 trap. Roller coaster,
ZCAR.
man. Roller coaster here. There's a small bid, and it's not gonna really do anything to help us. Like, fill me. Come on.
YOSH.
Wow. All the shares are bought up at 50. It's still not going. And it's not really... Okay, there it is. Come on, skip. Oh, I should have held it. Skip, skip. It might need to pull back because we should have already reached 5. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna size down. Like, it's like so hard to squeeze anything out of this.
WLGS.
What's the high? 88.
ZCAR.
Oh, okay. I'm early there. Dang, 50. Taking 35. Taking the bounce. The fills are miserable. Everything here is just... It's like fighting an uphill battle, it feels like. Headwind, headwind, headwind. Candlestick is still strong. Hopefully doesn't fail here. Can we hold that bottom 33? MVST gave a nice bounce right there. 71 to 82. Wow. Okay. Over 88 could be interesting, but it might need to pull back first.
LMFA.
Reading the tape is extremely difficult on this one. Can look good and then it's going down. Oh, come on, man. I missed. So it needed to pull back first. What's going to happen there? I'm going to botch that whole dip. 49 to low. Gotta be better there. Gotta be better. It might not go either here. It might need to pull back again. Let's see what it
PULM.
does. Couple cents there. You can definitely work with it, but it's like you gotta really just choose the best possible entries because trying those in between trades slums.
YOSH.
Is it getting ready? Oh, maybe not.
BTCT.
BTCT halted. Up or down? Okay. Okay. It's getting closer. So is it going to be a false breakout or is it going to go for 5? It's getting closer. The moment I see the volume, I'm going in.
AMBI.
Oh, 56, 56, 63.
VISL. ZCAR.
Waiting for it here. When it come, we should know. Unless it goes down again first, which is possible. Oh no, I could have held that. Crap. That was it. Dang it, Pastor. Man. Damn it. It looks like it's failing though. Titanic? Well, might try again. There's no way I should mess up that break and reclaim a 50, man. Not good. The stock is still bullish on the 5, so it's possible that it tries again. Look at how long that takes to fill me, bro. They're just robbing you in the spreads every time. It's not like I'm buying 5, 10, 15,000 shares. Thing has 99 million shares of volume.
LMFA.
There's a seller, and it's back down. Alright, I'm gonna ease off here. It's a little choppy. 33, big level. Will it hold? Looks like it's under stress here. Held fairly well, 22 area. PULM could be interesting.
BTCT.
So far, so good on this 5-minute candle here. 10:08. Why does it feel like it's 12 p.m.? I gotta go to sleep earlier next time. Oh, okay. I was a little close. It looks like it might be coming down a bit. That's probably the bottom too. Of course. See, what I'm supposed to do there is not sell that unless it makes a new low. And then if I'm in there at 9, I'm just holding 30, 35. Oh man. Classic, classic. I don't know why I do that. What would happen is that it's not bouncing fast, and I'm just like, all right, just cut this and wait again for the new low. We take the day and run. Is there anything else moving? Let me just do a quick look. BTCT, no good. ELAB, no good. GXAI, MVST, PULM. Honestly, PULM could be interesting. 631, 1032. Is it 15 minutes? Oh, no, there's a minute. There's a minute. Uh, UAVS. So again, that low of 406, 409, man. I would have sold it like 30, but still, it's all the way back at 50. PULM, the volume is a little lighter, so I'm not sure what to expect. So I got smaller size. Resumption coming up here in a bit. It'll be nice if I can catch the early pullback on UAVS after this trade here. We're at 558. Here we go. And nothing. 11:32 should have been. So this is 15 minutes or so. All right, can we catch this early pullback? Let's see.
YOSH.
Come on down. The price is right. Dip down. Get low. If the volume, well, I don't know. What are the odds this gets back to 80 if it goes over 50? I don't think so. It's possible, but I think unlikely. So if unless 50 looks really obvious, I could try, but can we get back 35, 40? Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Taking 22 again. We don't need to retest the lows. Come on. Bounce. Bounce like there's no tomorrow. It's chopping around down here. All right, let me get my chair, sit back, relax. The lowest 15. There's resumption. They didn't hold that long enough, man. That dip to 6. Where did I get filled? 609 on the ask. Man, how many trades am I gonna fill too soon? I can't. Well, this is a resumption, but it's we're in there. It's like, come on, give us the move. The next resumption might be 5 minutes. So at 20. Hope you guys are doing well in the chat room as well as on the YouTube stream. QUBT. Break of 4. UAVS could be backside. Could be. Unless we double bottom. Or at least if it breaks down, it reclaims. One minute. 1 minute if PULM is 5 minutes. 5-minute halt. Showing $8, maybe $7.40 resumption. 750 or 682. Ten seconds if it is 5 minutes. 682. Here we go. And it looks like 10 or 15 minutes. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We do appreciate it. I ran out of gray shirts. Now I'm bringing back the other colors. I actually have some new ones, but I don't think I'll take them out of the pack. Time to do laundry. UAVS fighting at 395, $4 fighting. With 582 viewers, we should have 500 likes minimum. But we struggle to get past 100, 150. JFC, Technical Trader, Skull. Guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Justin, appreciate it, man. Table Tennis NJ. Hit that thumbs up. Right now we're green like 1,500. I don't know. It's been a slower day. OMER.
AMAC.
It almost looks like a high float, but I don't think the float is high. UAPS still fighting there at $4, bottoming wick. QUBT curled up a little bit off that drop. PULM resumption would be at 25 if it is 10 minutes. It's honestly looking, unless we get something else to hit scans, looking like a slower day. BURU. How's this one doing? Oh. Hold up. Might be penny time. Might be penny time. Volume is not that high. Oh, not 95,000. That'd be tragic. Two minutes to that resumption, or less than 2 minutes if it's a 10-minute halt. There's a spread here about a penny. 52 high of day. It's worth a shot. Volume definitely seems a little lower for BURU. 50-30. Oh my gosh. There's a spread. And I'm just gonna cut this. Not enough volume, perhaps. So PULM, less than a minute here if we are on a 10-minute resumption. Eight seconds or 682. Here we go.
PULE.
Oh, where did I get Phil, son? Oh my gosh. That was a winning trade, man. I don't even care. Where I bought below 7 dip, I got Phil 740 in the moon. Well, good haircut to perhaps end the day. And this thing is just all over the place with that drop there. If it keeps going, I'd be surprised here. And the halt level up seemed like it was close, or there's just no liquidity, I guess. There might not have been any liquidity. You guys will notice that most of the times when I lose on these stocks, a lot of the times it just fills. Every now and again, yeah, I'll get caught in like a bad trade or something, but like all these trades are winning trades, and then they show up as red trades. In my eyes, from what I saw, how I got in, I look back, I'm down. Well, that's gonna definitely slice the day down a bit here, but taking the $1,200 and hitting the road. Oh, 705 is holding. Will it go? Okay, I could have made something there. Maybe like 10 cents, but 91. I think I would have even got a good fill. $7.62 halting up. Oh, these stocks are just. Do I ease off too soon? I don't know.
PULM.
You guys know Ross is the GOAT, man. But there's always some time for some fun and games in here. All right. PULM. PULM. What do I do? Do I walk away or do I look to make back my 400 bucks? Decisions. I could say, looking at the chart, short sellers could have gotten trapped here. High selling volume, but the stock ended up holding up, which means short sellers could be trapped and this thing could go up again. But the question is, can I get in and out with a decent fill? The first attempt, I got a great fill, didn't hold it long enough, missed out the 80-cent move. $32.39 if it is 5 minutes. The famous Subway story. Oh man. Oh man. Wait, hold up. Actually, okay, resumption. Resumption is coming up. Yo. All good fun. Alright, resumption is coming up. I'm gonna slice down to 700. Okay. Focus. 32.39. 32.39. That one is a classic though. Alright, enough of the fun and games. Time to lock in the ULM. Come on, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Quick trades, quick trades. In, out, left hook, right hook. 1, 2, 3, green, right? Telling myself what I need to hear here for the next 10 seconds. 762. Here we go. Looks like it's taking it. Go, 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 go. Ah, son of a gun. The one time I give it a chance, slaps me in the face. Halting down, not quite. That halt down was close, but it's not quite there. We might be in the clear, actually. Or maybe not. Over like 720, we should open up. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Take me to the moon. Take me to the moon. Moon, moon. Oh. Moon, moon. Over 50, over 50, over 50. Son of a gun with these sellers, man. And I got some, I don't think I got great fills because I should have made a little more. And of course, over 50 does that. Retest, 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 retest. It's not moving like how it should. 77 5-day. 95 to halt up, 95. Bounce. Oh my gosh. So I just take my 10 cents. I'm playing with fire here with this trade. And I'm gonna get burned. It's a full retracement. Why? Why do we need to come all the way back down to 7 again? Are we seeing more of a 5-minute setup? I think I'm gonna take the dip here if it breaks down more. Can we come down some more? 5-minute chart looks bullish enough for me to get back in. But maybe I've missed the trade already. 712 perhaps. If this flushes down, I'm buying and I'm holding. Hopefully it doesn't take me below. KB, are you still alive? Are the bulls still out here? Come on, flush down for me. Flush down before you go, please. I'm literally begging here. We might hold, I mean, we might hold where we are. I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes that's what happens. I'm gonna take it with a tight stop and I'll re-average if I need to. I want to see 50 before I even consider selling. Son of a gun. Re-averaging 94. Now take me to the moon. Do not take me below. See, the problem with that trade just now is that as much as I want to keep a tight stop, I can't. I just ate the full drop. The other thing, I mean, Marcelo probably would have added there, just being twice the size, but a little difference in the trade style. Do not Titanic, please. Come on. KB. KB. Yeah, KB. Yeah, we're still alive. We're still alive. Come on. 715, 720, 730. Re-averaging again would be a little tricky. Bro, this can't, come on, we have to bottom somewhere. We don't need to keep going down. No, I'm holding for 740, 750 still. Come on, KB. First 1 minute candle to make the new high. Take me to green. Take me to the promised land. Allow me to have this dance. See, if I'm adding from 17 though, right? I mean it could work, but it's like if the trade itself doesn't work, then I'm in like 4 times the size, and then it's down there at like 680. I mean, I don't know how Marcelo does it, man. To hold through that type of move down, and I guess ultimately it comes down to using a size that you're just comfortable with. What would my average be, right? You know, 17, then I maybe would have added at what, 7 like I did, and then 98, and then 86. My average maybe would have been like 7. I don't know. So we'll see. If it makes a new low again, it better not. Do not do it to me. And my size has been altered. And I'm losing on it. Great. Well, it did go to 25, but I expected higher than that. I mean, it looks like it's just coming down. Unless we're just getting that much bigger of a pullback here. Back to square one. Red 500. VWAP. This is the last line in the sand. So again, if I'm adding here, right, for this move, it's like, it's so tricky. If it does this like extended drop here, then like you're so ready to trade before it can curl. So hopefully at least it curls here. VWAP, I tell you. 787 to 655 pullback. I got stopped out. But I guess the key to adding would be that the position that you're taking is so small that by the time you reach full size, your average is decent, and you're not feeling uncomfortable. But from 17 to be adding till down to 55 it's a serious range. All right, Green Day up 1,200 bucks. We're gonna take it and we're gonna walk. What a day. Hopefully there's like a penny stock that comes. The penny stocks sometimes are a little smoother. Nice, nice, nice. Shout out to Shay getting it done. Nick.
PULM.
M1 profit in the red. Did not follow my rules and did not stay disciplined. There's a price I have to pay. Lesson is learned. Each loss is a lesson learned indeed. On the road to refinement. On the road to victory. I'm gonna jump into Gen 1, I think. Falling asleep here. And I think I'll wait around for the next wave of momentum. I gotta be careful to not be red here though. I've already lost a fair amount. Like 600-700 off the top. I'm gonna jump down to Gen 1. Big Steve, can you please jump into Gen 1 today and have a conversation with us, Big Steve? Calling you out. Calling out Big Steve. Jumping in Gen 1. Big Steve, nowhere to be found. Big Steve, I know you can hear me. How did you guys do today? SF, what's up? I'm all right. How did you do? Nice. Yeah.
And I'm in California. I woke up 20 minutes late, so that didn't help out.
SMWB.
You know what, man? I really love that West Coast time.
Agree. I'm central, so typically this is not an issue. It's just the thing that I'm on for work for a couple of days,
Yeah.
and God, it's so hard.
You're a doctor, right?
Yeah,
What type of doctor?
I'm a cardiologist.
Oh wow, nice.
It's interesting since you asked me. I'm a cardiac critical care doctor, so I
So
take care of people in the ICU with heart problems.
okay, heart attacks and
So,
strokes.
and the reason I'm sharing that is because it's shift work. So either days or nights, like 1 week on, 1 week off type of thing.
Yeah,
So that's why when I'm off, and I can use up my time doing some of this stuff.
that's good to know, man. So if I have any, well, hopefully not, but at least I know. At least
Yeah,
I know what to
you don't
do.
want to see me. You don't want to see me, but yeah, I know some of the other general stuff. Very fit, and health oriented. So that stuff, I love that conversation too. Like when it's about what's better for your health and what supplements and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's a couple of nurses as well.
Yeah, yeah, those guys are amazing. I mean, the ICU of the 21st century wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for the nurses being so sharp. Because we have these massive units now, right? It's like 60-bed unit, 3 physicians, and just an army of nurses. And the only reason you're able to supervise that kind of stuff is because the nurses are great. And this is people, after open heart surgery and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I got a couple of nurses and like RNs in my family, so
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant in the chat. Oh, yeah, but in your family too.
Yeah, in the chat as well. There's a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple nurses we talk stock market with at work. It's fun. It's fun. Everybody kind of became very market oriented after the pandemic. I kind of feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna need a doctor after seeing some of the P&L swings I've been having, man.
Yeah, it's more of a proctologist. Everybody's behind is being ripped. I know. I got everything's getting destroyed. But you know what? I'm gonna let you, like, I'm gonna stop my microphone here in a second. But whenever RT says, I think it's about time to call in or something, whatever your expression is, like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
In my experience of listening to you, it's actually not a bad. It's not a bad read to just walk away. Keep the profits, just walk away. It's not worth it. Particularly after some of the last week. My goodness, the P&L of the chat was like over a mil easy.
Yeah, it was the penny stocks, man. Insane.
Yeah, I was very sad to see that I joined the whole penny thing a little too late, but I'm thinking, is this what's his name? I forgot the name of the guy that only does pennies and he kind of goes in he kind of does his own thing, and then every once in a while he used to post his P&Ls, and I know I think he may have a podcast or something.
Yeah, BMAC.
BMAC, yeah, is that what he does? Is this kind of like his strategy? Did we kind of borrow it from him?
I mean, I guess it's always kind of been there, but a lot of the times, I mean, there's definitely a debate to be had whether if over $1 is better or not. But at the end of the day, if that's where the opportunity is, that's where we need to be. But yeah, he definitely like is more exclusive with it. He does go over $2 from time to time, but primarily penny stocks.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I remember I talked to him once. No, I mean, not talked, like chatted with him, and I know he does some sort of, like, isn't he like a systems engineer or something like that? Like he codes and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, so is your program automated? He's like, not at all. I'm the one punching in the buy and sell.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how the different career fields like will approach trading. Um, some people are definitely a little bit more analytic, some IT people and software engineers, but the strategy is the strategy, and as long as you're seeing an edge and there's limited risk, good upside potential, you gotta take advantage.
Agree. Agree. I agree. All right, I'm gonna let some other people chitty chat here, but I'll be here, bud.
So Angelo,
How's it going?
Who's that, Big Steve? Hey, Big Steve, man. How you doing, man? It's going good.
I'm struggling today. Struggling. Just couldn't connect on anything on UAVS. Just didn't size down. Just kept taking trades. 1 point down 40 cents a share, but I made back like half the losses on it. I'm close to. Let me see. Yeah, I'm flat on the day now, but just really tough.
Yeah, it's definitely a change in pace from the pennies, but there's opportunities, but the way how the volatility is, man, sometimes you can have that tight spread, but the stocks are so volatile. Like the moment we're trying to buy, it's already at a different price, and that along with the orders lagging. So by the time you're filled and you're trying to sell into the green, the stock is already back down to your entry or below, and what usually is a winning trade is now a loss or a flat trade.
Yeah, that's true. I think another big part of it is that like with the penny stocks, like we tend to see like we have more time to like get in and out of trades. But like with these like $2 to $4, $5, $6 stocks and above, like you got to be a lot quicker in the dips. Otherwise, you get filled in the ask. And I feel like today I was just a bit slow, and I'm just like not used to it. Like it's the sudden change from like penny stocks to this like whippy action. It's just something to get used to. Being able to like trade different types of stocks like every day is key to being consistently profitable.
Hey, Big Steve, what do you think you're doing so well that other traders are not doing to keep your risk so tight, man? It's truly impressive.
I would say just starting off with small size and just being okay with playing with size. I feel like a lot of people um don't play with size enough. For me, like if I would start with like like small size, and then like I'd like build a cushion, and it could just be over a couple trades, and as long as I'm connecting, then I can size up pretty quickly, and that helps me like avoid big red days. But, like of course I could get caught to like I could be like building a big day. I could be building a day, and then like I can get caught to like a big flush, and I just can't help that. But it usually overall like it helps me stay close to break even when I'm struggling, and if not, then I'm able to build a day, and it just like helps me be more confident as well.
Right. So what you're saying is you're first building a cushion with smaller size and then gradually increase size as you're connecting.
Yeah, and I tend to like risk what I make. Right? So like if I make a couple cents, I'd size up, and like I try to risk whatever I've made. And if I give that back, then I would just like size down again. But then like like from trade to trade, I could play with size. So yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Thanks, man. Yeah, that makes sense because then your worst days, I guess you'll be back to break even, right? Or barely red.
Yeah, usually small red, but like on a day like today, like I came in with slightly bigger size than I'm used to on like a $3 to $4 stock, and I didn't size down. I kind of just like, cause like every time like I just felt like I was so close from catching like a big trade, so like I didn't size down, and like I just kind of stuck with that share size, and like it put me down like more than I'm used to, but yeah, for the most part, it's good. But on days like today, or like when I'm trying to push size, and I could be like in an uncomfortable position. But I'd say overall, it benefits me.
Nice, nice. How are you doing today? Well, in terms of P&L, green or red?
Uh, I'm flat today. As of right now, I'm flat. But I was down about 40 cents a share. I'm just trading UABS earlier, and yeah, it was a tough start, but I was just a bit slow on the entries and getting bad fills, and yeah.
Yeah, I think I was having the same problem as RT. It just moves so chunky. You just think you're getting filled at a certain price, and then it's not.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's weird because like some stocks you gotta be quicker than others, and being able to like realize that real time while trading as soon as possible is like how you maximize a day. So some days I feel like I'm just slow to adapt, and looking back, like that's like the most frustrating because like you always want to be like quick to adapt, and some days you're just like a bit slow to adapt, and like that just ruins the whole day.
MTM has been moving. Oh man, how did I miss this one? MTEM. Oh man, come on. Wow. Okay, better late than never. It's a good dip there. There's a spread here. 56, 7, 59, 56, 9. Man, I was looking at the scans too, man. Like it's off the screen here, but missed it. Ah, this just sucks. But anyhow, it might keep going to 70, 75.
What's up?
It's up.
How'd you do today, RT?
Decent day. Up 1K, but
Pretty good.
watching MTEM right now.
Okay. Today you would say is kind of like a transition day from like what we've been normally seeing.
I wouldn't really say so.
Okay.
I mean, the penny stocks have really and truly always been around. It's just a matter of putting our attention on them, you know?
Well today there wasn't too much penny action, right? Or was there?
Well, there wasn't, but you know, I, I wouldn't be quick to say that there's a change in trend yet until at least
Oh,
a few
yeah.
more days just to see.
Yeah, I hear that.
So MTEM right now is a penny. We'll see if it continues.
All right. What was the stock that what was that $4 stock today already? I always forget the names. Um, I would,
UAVS.
was that the main one today?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I was thankfully able to do good on it, even though I felt like it was kind of above average difficulty because it was pretty erratic
Yeah.
and fast. Um, and the dips would get instantly like, you couldn't really wait too much for green because the dips would just instantly pop 10 cents type of thing. But I don't know, I was thankfully able to execute super well on it, so that's good. The
This MTEM
Yeah,
has opportunity.
yeah, UAVS. Right now is actually not a bad dip here at 350 pre-market highs for whoever likes that type of backside trading. I had like 2 or 3 trades on UAVS that were just absolutely glorious.
Yeah, it had a couple areas that was good, like over 4, I think it was. That was like pretty decent for me.
I think the one from, I think the break of 450, not the first time around, but the second time, I think I caught that one really well, from like 450 to like 470s.
MTEM still going all the way to 66.
MTM. Wow, that's a nice one. Man, oh my God, that's such a nice one. Are you trading that?
Yeah, I missed like the first half too. I didn't even notice it.
These days I've been running out of buying power like in the first 30 minutes.
You gotta get to that big boy account, brother.
Soon, soon. Soon, it's coming soon.
Yeah, this thing has range, man. Holy.
BIIB.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Right now I'm currently decently invested in crypto, and I think at some point when I start to pull out of it, I may even just roll over those funds into the Charles Schwab account. I think that's what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah, this thing is moving. It smokes. It might get halted up 78.
Maybe I should pull out the sim just for fun.
Like, I would have not imagined it being so strong.
Yeah, dude, I undercapitalized on this so much. Wow.
MTEM.
There's no red candles on the one either, which is just like insane.
Yeah. Wonder how Beam did on this. Is Beam around?
Beam and Lucas are probably up 10K already.
WW.
That's
I
funny.
know,
Here I
man.
was talking about pennies transitioning.
Yeah, man. Come on. It's right in front of us.
CPRI.
Him probably
Wow.
is killing it too.
MTEM halted. MTEM will resume at 11 hours 9 minutes and 38
Yeah, we
seconds.
gotta lock in here, man.
ABP halted.
It is extended, so after the dip and rip, I'd be careful of pullback. And it has rain, so you have to avoid the drop when it comes. Could drop like 10 cents.
I don't know if 60 is probably too far from it at this point, but that would be a nice picture perfect dip.
Everyone is
Tesla
dialed
also.
in.
I was saying Tesla's also pulling back here. If we can get to 300, that would be another picture perfect dip.
Bro, I'm only up $600 and this thing went all the way from, I saw it at 56, it's at 78. It's good to be to these stocks early. Like if I could see, if I was to notice this down there at like 10:52 a.m. at like 40 cents, I stand a much better chance of like really pushing size and all that. But so far so good. What's the resumption time? I'm not even thinking. 09 09:38. It's showing resumption at sideways 78 or either at 80. I'm seeing 85 also flashing. 81.
It had some really good dips also. Like those 1056 candle, 1057 candle. All of these candles had really good dips.
Hey Colin, your mic is on, just a heads up. We had someone join earlier playing 50 cents. Like
The rapper?
Yeah.
That's funny. Bringing the jams.
Bringing the jams. Dynamo holding it from 45, man. What a monster.
I wonder what his mindset is in holding for that long and where he finally decides to take profit.
Yeah, we got to get him to do one of these days. We got to get him to do a recap in here for us. Walk us through his thought process. And if he says he doesn't have a mic, I'm gonna ship one to his house because he's too great of a trader to keep those secrets hidden.
Word.
We got about a minute to resumption. So I'm thinking dip and rip and then easing off and being careful of the pullback. There's more than likely going to be a big pullback at some point. Can it go all the way up to 89 or like $1 is possible? But I think unlikely without a big drop.
When it gets extended like this and it's halted, I feel like that's a tricky one.
Yeah, I think because the halt setup is so defined, if I see it, I'll take it. But other than that, I really want to be careful to not get caught. Like I could easily lose like 1,500 here if this is bad. But I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna go for this.
Good luck, guys.
Here we go. 78.
MTEM.
Now I'm gonna jump back in again, and I'm gonna lose that time. Not good. That was good though. The dip is gonna come first. Bro, fill me. Come on. It's lagging. I'm gonna size down just a little bit. 80.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Dip,
goodness.
dip. Taking 83.
83 was perfect, bro. Perfect.
It should halt up again. We need it to halt up again, or else we might see a big drop. Trying 81. Risky trade. And it's gonna work. Now, well, it's pretty bullish still. I mean, maybe it keeps going. I don't know. It's hard to say. But we got to be careful of the bigger drops.
I think if it survived that second attempt, it could have even survived this third attempt. Am I wrong here? No, it survived the third attempt too.
It needs to reclaim if it drops. Okay, it does. I'll take the quick gain. $77. Big level here. Can we keep holding? I'm not taking this. It's too risky.
This is the true test right here.
Yep. All right, it held. Well, we keep holding. I'm gonna take any dip now. And oh my gosh, it's lagging so bad.
Right, yeah, right there.
It looks like it's holding. We might see 90 again. Dip. 88. But Geo, those like that trade right there. So once that holds, we got to jump in there, and then ride the wave up at like 77.
Mm-hmm.
And this right here, a bit of a rejection of 90. So let's see what it does. Do we need to see 77 again, or are we gonna hold tight here 82? So if I see 86 again, it tells me 82 is holding, and I'm gonna buy dips again. Oh, there's a seller. 150,000, 82. We might see 77 here. Oh, it's buying up the shares. I'm gonna keep waiting.
PXDT.
Okay.
Good.
I want to be cautious here. I'm actually not going to take this 77. I'm just going to wait. If it holds again, then we probably can see 90 again. So far, so good.
I love the 1 minute candles to make a new low.
Like, my fills are so bad. I'm going to size down some more. It's like really
Oh, but
slow.
you're killing it, dude. Let's go.
Can we see 90 again?
Nice, dude. Clean. Right? Yeah, I think so.
You just gotta work it over and over. I
But
think
you
we
see what that 1 minute candle to make a new low leads to? Is like, I don't know, to me those are like one of my favorite types of setups.
I want to see this happen quick. The quicker the better for 90. If not, I'll ease off a bit here. Because it's extended, I don't want to like hold too long in trades.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right now playing the bottom side of the range is maybe safer. I mean, I always prefer to trade it that way anyways. Unless you get like this clear indication of the breakout.
See, what I'm worried about with the bottom side of the range though is if it decides to turn over like 77.
True.
But it could,
Very.
it did lead to 90 twice. So it did work nicely twice. Okay. It seems like it's running out of steam a little bit. Like we're not uptrending, we're consolidating now.
Mhm.
There can still be dips here. I'm gonna watch. There's 85 on the ask. I'm gonna try the next dip, 82.30. Can we hold? Not quite. Maybe a little slow to sell there.
Maybe another, yeah.
$87. Taking. Uh-oh. 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 See, right there, the fill is so slow, I can't get out quick. Oh, that's alright. If that's instant, I only lose like 150. But I'll take a $500 loss. That's fine. That's close though, because if that just teleports down to like 75, I'm done for.
True.
And that's like the common normal looking dip, dropping like that. So it definitely, you gotta watch out here. PXDT, Marcelo calling out.
He spell that one again?
It's in chat. PXDT.
PXDT. All right, thank you. Interesting. Wow, another strong halt up. You see, what I like about this one is like it halted up, but not so extended. So like, for example, when NTEM resumed from the halt, it dipped to 70, which was great, but it was so extended. It's like I don't know if it could go even lower, you know? So it's like kind of that hesitancy to buy that 70.
See, in that area there, for me, I have to buy that trade and not even think. And the stop is if it goes lower, to stop. Like just as tight as possible. If it goes lower, we got 10 seconds. PXDT.
Oh wow, already.
Okay.
PXDT.
Can we get a dip? Oh wow, wow,
Watch
wow.
out with the spreads.
I should have jumped in. We didn't dip, but it did hesitate at like 80 for like a half second. I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah,
Nice.
this one is those abnormally strong ones. The PXDT.
PXDT.
Volume a little lighter too, but it's definitely doing its thing. All right, coming back here, MTEM. Looks like it's 77 level again. Break and reclaim, perhaps.
Telling you, man, these dips on MTEM is where it's at. You obviously have to be, cautious and just, if it doesn't move right away, you got to do what you got to do. But so far, they're pretty clean. 1 minute new high should be coming up right here.
Still kind of seeing selling pressure in New
Yeah,
York.
I would have expected the 1 minute new high already.
See, like that trend line I just drew there. I don't know if you're seeing my screen share, but
I am. I am.
we're kind of seeing that like the selling pressure here now. So what we need is for now, if the 1 minute candle can make the new high and get back above like 82, then maybe we get like a red to green here, but we'll have to wait and see. But that dip to 76 was definitely decent. I think like 84 really looks good. Like if I see 84, 85 again, I start to take trades. But right now I'm not super interested in being in.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Orky, what size are you using on MTM?
I had 15, I'm down to 9 because I'm buying and it's like the order's like freezing before I get filled. Even with 9K, it's like freezing, so we gotta be careful.
I was good at 9,500. Now I'm at 12K. It seems to be okay, but I don't know. Maybe it needs more volume.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going up, but I don't like when I'm trying to get in and the stock is then flushing and my order's taking so long to fill that. And maybe in those situations we can probably try to cancel the order. I don't know which works better, but
The last thing we want is to sell a position that we can't, and then the order went to the pop up.
all right. So here we go. It's coming up a bit.
Wow, in 9 minutes, PXDT is up 100%.
MTEM starting to move again.
Nice.
Ah, I should have never changed my share size. I missed a trade there. I'm gonna chase it, and that's gonna
Nice.
work. Buying like a madman, and I'm losing like a madman. Okay, still going. 94. Dip, dip. Oh, son of a gun. Wow. Most impressive. Bad fill, but it's going. Tried for 93 there.
Really good.
My fills are a little off here, but still strong.
Damn, over $1 here.
I hope it gets halted up 101. This will be good. Come on, get locked in. Come on. Let's see some big bids. There's a few. Can we see a few more? This is great. This is great. I didn't make anything between 90 and 97, but or 90 and 1, but a few bad fills and like one or two missed trades. Yeah, even Tim saying barely added any. One trade I bought 93, I got filled 95. That trade would have been a huge trade for me, but because I could have held it all the way to like 98. Man, this is insanity.
Really nice.
The other one, when is the resumption? Is it 10 minutes?
What's gonna be hard with PXDT is that it's one of those that once it never really gives you the dip on the resumptions and just keeps going to the next halt level, or instantly halt down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're almost like at a 50-50 situation on that one.
Yeah. PXDT resumption time would be 28:29. Both of them are gonna resume at the same time. I'm gonna watch MTEM though. $28.29. PXDT was a 10-minute halt here. But Gio, coming back to the chart, right? Like remember this trend line I drew here coming down. So it's like the moment this gets over like 84 and really start like the 1-minute candle to make a new high really starts to hold. That's my cue to start getting back involved. But for anybody who did take the dips, you know, it's a fair trades, but for me, just a little too aggressive in case it was going to fail.
Yeah, when you're getting those 1-minute candles to make a new high, you know, if you look at the 3 other ones before the one that went, they keep on wicking and turning into bearish candles.
GTN.
But it's like you kind of have to wait for it to kind of make that new high, and then it's gonna do that little pullback, like that micro pullback. But as long as it doesn't fully turn into a wick and can hold up, and you're seeing that it's holding, that's when you can have more confidence that all right, this is the 1-minute new high that is actually gonna hold up.
Brother, I don't know if it's me, but I can barely hear you. Was that intentional?
Who's that, Gio?
Intentional?
GTNA halted.
Whoever is
GTN.
DAE on the
Will
chat,
resume at
die.
11 hours 30 minutes and 39
Yeah, that's
seconds.
me.
You gotta right click his name and then turn up the volume.
Oh, I see. Okay.
MULN.
Oh, I see it. Thanks, what?
There's so many different audio settings, it gets confusing actually. There's your actual mic or headset, and there's the computer settings, and there's just the Discord settings, and there's the Google settings. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm checking mine now just to make sure my thing's good. I think it is.
Yeah, it was just a little volume slider, individual volume slider. No, it sounds great. Thanks.
Okay.
We got a minute and a half.
Lower resumption on MTEM, right? So let it flash down a little bit and then jump in, perhaps.
I'm seeing sideways. Well, it's fluctuating. 96, 101. It's showing sideways and lower, but we'll see. As long as I see an entry, I'll be buying. If not, I'll be patient.
But PXDT, the volume is only
Resume in less than a minute.
350K.
MTEM
A little
will resume in
concerning
less than a
there.
minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch MTEM instead. I don't think PXET might be bad. I think it'll be good, but I just will stick to MTEM. $28, $29.
Oh gosh, it's identical resumption if it's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Coming
same
up here in a
time.
second.
Ten seconds. We're at 101. Here we go.
Wow.
PXDT.
It's not going. I missed the dip 93.
MTEM.
Up or down, up or down, up or down, up, in, and it's not going. It is. Okay, I'm out too early. Taking one. Can we see 105? There's
Nice,
109.
dude. Nice.
Dip, dip, dippity dip, dip. 13 to halt up. On the other one is a 26. Wow.
Yeah, I was looking at that one also, and it had a really good dip and rip. A really good dip and rip. But they both did, so you
PXDT.
couldn't go wrong with either or.
We didn't halt up again here though, so are we going to see another pullback? The halt level extended. 9, 8. Taking 10. Not going. Tight stop. 19 to halt up.
Oh, man, to be trading this, man. Damn.
Log into the sim, brother.
Alright. Yeah, let's try it out.
Ooh, that was close. Oh, one. It did hold. $1 did hold there. Those dips are so hard to hold long because the flush could keep happening. So I'm out for like a 1 cent loss at 01, selling at 1 at the very bottom, sadly.
Gosh, but the fields are magical. I mean, like you can get in and out in a spot with no slippage, right?
I mean, it's still pretty liquid. We have like 130 million, so shares of volume. It's a little tricky here. There's 10. Can we see over 10? There's only 11.
Yeah.
It might be slowing down a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes below 1. If it does, hopefully it reclaims.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Still fighting though. Three.
I'm gonna try to buy this.
Taking 95. Oh my gosh. Kidding me. I gave that too much time. I wanted to see 90. I didn't take my 1 cent, but it's halting down. Okay. PXDT. This resumption could be good for dip and rip, but for a bounce, let's say. PXDT.
MTEM.
Wow, PXDT is a monster.
So 34.15 if it's 5 minutes. All right, size. I think I had 5K originally. I think I'm gonna drop this down to like 3K because beam, beam and eye bolt, man. That 95 dip did look pretty good.
You know, with this pennies is size up, get your half a penny or penny, move on,
37 minutes and 27
move
seconds.
on.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Is that 95 could have easily also reclaimed one, you feel me? So I can see why holding for that bigger one, but at the same time, I think there was like that slight moment um to probably get out when on the fail, like as it was failing.
Yeah, it could have been a winning trade really, but I was waiting for bigger bounce. And
Yeah, and I think that was reasonable.
yeah,
I think that was a reasonable approach.
15 seconds if it's 5 minutes. We're at 126. 10 seconds. Here we go. Wow. Instant
PXDT.
halt down, like you said, Gio. Wow.
But you know, that one wasn't, at least that one was the definition of literally instant hold down because I don't know, I usually sometimes it still opens up and then it goes to the hold down, but this was
I agree. I agree. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like those instant hold downs because then that way you don't get yourself in trouble over nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
It's the little hesitation. You'll say, "Oh," and then jump in, and then you're host. It's happened.
Yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up and check out the chat room. I can post a chat room link here for anybody who's willing to join. I might want to join the conversation. This is where it goes down. The dip, the bounce. Can we see a bounce out of now? MTEM is a question. 37.27 for resumption. I think so, especially if this gap's down even lower, I'm just gonna buy it instantly, but there's gonna be risk, of course, so manage risk accordingly for all of us here. But it depends for me how if it just opens up much lower, I'm just buying tight stop. And if I lose, then that'll be okay.
MTEM can resume flat. You know, it's basically at the previous, like that 89 cents previous resistance, new support-ish area. Could maybe give a pop at the least.
Yeah, that's a good call out. We got about a minute and some change.
So Artie, we're saying a little push down 0.087 right now. So 0.82. Obviously looking at the if there's any stacking or anything like that, but a little push down and then maybe buying that, right?
MTM may resume
Well, it
in less than a minute.
depends. If it depends, it might not drop at all because we're at 8.9 right now.
Yep.
But I'd like to see it dip more before bouncing. I think that'll provide the best entry.
You know what would be really nice if they give us, like if you look at the 5-minute chart, it's VWAP. Like there's a lot of stuff down there that could act as support if they give you a little push down.
Yeah. Less than 20 seconds. 10 seconds. We're at
So you
89. Here we go.
MTEM.
Oh my gosh, my fills. Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, this resumption was weird.
5 cent loss, not good. Tried to dip 86, I got the high fill.
MULN.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty bad. Wow.
AGFY.
Well, a good haircut to call it a day. I just those trades that reminded me of like a stock at like $7, like where I'm trying to buy and where I get filled and where I then get back out. It's like in my mind it's a good winning trade of like 4 cents, but then here I am down 5 cents.
Yeah, I mean, to hear that you lost 5 cents and then I just looked at your P&L, you're still basically at 3K, still pretty good. I mean, obviously you probably had to be much higher than that, but to lose 5 cents, I would expected that you'd be way below the 3K. So
About a $700 loss, or maybe less, maybe a little less. 500, 556.
making 3K on a basically late morning move up, you know, that's
There's still
mean,
opportunities though. Look at this thing
or-
go.
true. Yeah, we're just making a nice 5-minute pullback right now. Nothing too sketch.
Could be backside, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully it curls back up. That would be good.
Wow. PXDT.
That bounce could be good there. 81 entry. Let's see. It's not going though.
Wow.
If MTEM gets over 95, it's very interesting, and that'll be like the 5-minute candle to make a new highs at 97. If it gets all the way.
Aligned with the 1-minute new high right here. Could be good. Nice.
Dip, 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 dip.
That was really nice. You basically trade that 1-minute new high and then you try to let it follow through for the 5-minute new high. That's clean right there.
It's a little choppy, but it's still strong. No, I didn't really make much from that trade though. I kind of missed the initial push. Yeah, we didn't really get a proper dip from like 98. 108 to halt up.
That's a good one right there. Didn't work.
It needs to hold 95 area. Still be good. Might be a little
Yeah, I think
lower.
good area.
It's fighting.
Nice. Alright, I'm just gonna take that.
See, I should have jumped in 95 and then tight stop, you know? I didn't take it. That's good. That's a good dip. Now can we get another one? over 02 should give us like 05, 06 when it does get ready.
All right, right here maybe. Mm, okay. Man, this one just keeps. Okay, right here maybe.
If it, yeah, it might go here. If not, maybe on the dip, a bigger dip. Can I see 97, 96? There's 97. And it's churning a little bit. Probably could have held that trade, but still taking the quick scalps. If it breaks down, it must reclaim. Okay, it held 95. I need to turn off my ceiling lights. I don't know what it is in my eyes. My eyes are like getting worse here. Or maybe I need glasses.
I think it's just
And
not working out too well.
is it done? See the 5-minute candle right now? How it's like struggling. This is not a good sign. And there's only a minute left, so it needs to get bought up at least to 97. Close with at least a little bit of a body. If not, could be a sign of reversal. A reversal signal, perhaps. Less than 30 seconds left in the candle. Can we close high with buying? There's 98. It's a good sign. 99, 98.5. This is great. This is a great recovery. Candle has 10 seconds. This is good. This is good. Unless it drops back down to like 93. This is good. We're going to close 96. It's a little 50-50, but we'll see. Yeah. 92. I don't know. I might ease off here. Once again, for those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Right now we're trading stock MTM and hanging out here in the chat room. We got Dash Trader in the building, man. Dash, how you doing today, man? Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, I'm doing good today, too.
Good to hear, man. It's a great
Pulled out
bounce.
this.
What was that, Gio?
I think I pulled up the sim too late.
Still trying to recover from that 5-cent loss, if you guys believe it or not. Someone's asking a question. Leo, when does the chat start? 8:50 a.m. 8 yeah, like 8:40, 8:50 a.m. We hang out a little bit for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then I join a different chat for students only. And then after the first like 2 hours, I then come back down into the general chat room where we all can hang out again. Sometimes we'll go till 12. I mean, if the stocks keep going, then we'll keep going. It all depends. Only $14 to be a part of this greatness. And the price of the chat room was supposed to go up, but I'm still holding off on that.
I think this is the only chat room worth really being involved in if you want to trade small caps and especially scalping. Because what other chat room is the head honcho is gonna come in general chat and all kick it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't exist, really.
Doesn't exist at all, brother. And this is how you build good relationships and connections too, because those
100%.
those team house meetups are not the end of what we're doing here. There's still gonna be boot camps, seminars, and much more. So, it's also a good way of networking.
The vision is massive.
Man, we have something big planned, and like we have some big things, multiple things, but into this new year, we're looking to take over the scene, man.
Excited to see it.
I would say it's probably struggling a little bit. Maybe 89 bounces up again, but it's definitely having some trouble. This might be backside officially, if it wasn't already. So, but it could be the same setup again, right? If like, we're downtrending here, or we're seeing selling. If it's able to then bounce off VWAP and, maybe get back up to like 94, 95, we start to then build some momentum. Shorts can maybe panic and start to cover early. And then just like that, we could be back at 1. But it's so extended. I mean, I don't know if that happens again, right? Because I already thought I was going to be done right here this first time. The fun might
I think
be over.
I
Yeah.
think after that initial, like that 5-minute candle that just didn't work out, I think the writing is more on the wall than it was before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the time, you could give the 5 minutes to make a new high a chance. All right, is it actually gonna go, all the way through? The fact that it didn't, how I said, the writing becomes more and more clear. But you could always, buy these VWAP dips, these 80, level, could back, sometimes I actually feel like backside. It depends, but it could, still have the opportunities.
Yeah.
You just can't expect too much um, of a target, and if the lower you can get in, the better. If you're trading backside.
GORP.
Cardiologist is SF. Stuff you might get a message from one of the chat room members. Shay, way to go, man. Shay holding it down for all the ladies. Big gains. Big Beam getting it done. Big Steve, way to go, Big Steve, brother. Locking in nice gains. Yeah, it's a good day for us here. Jan Z, yeah, I can help you out here. Once you do join, there's gonna be how can I show this? Let's see. Is the app under my main account? If you're not a member, once you join, it'll basically look like this. Let's see if I scroll all the way up here. And I go to server shop. This is how it'll look. Like once you join and you're trying to gain access to for example, like the day trading floor, the profit loss section, everything else that's here, the voice channels, this is what you'll see. So you just click subscribe and then you go through the process. I can put this on full screen.
HTO.
I'll post the link again. This is what it'll look like when you try to join. I'll post the link. Let's see here. Create an invite. Expiration. No limit. Copy. And Control V into the YouTube chat. There's the link right there. Five-day Momo. GORV. GORV. Did we look at that one already?
Wow, more stocks moving.
Oh, wow. The resumption is coming up. I gotta hurry. Crap.
Jeez, we could be here all day.
That I don't mind, brother.
GOR. Alright, at least I have something fresh to trade on the sim.
56.54. Oh, that's why we have to check the scans, because something is always sneaking up.
GTN. A.
56.54. So it's 54 seconds. It's at 195.
And this is the first hole, right? Yeah, I think so.
Break of 2 will be interesting. If we can maybe hold the whole dollar or dip below the whole dollar and then crawl back up over the level could be good. It's showing 214 resumption. Or it looks like it might be sideways. Here we go, a couple seconds, 5 seconds, 195. Perhaps 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what the back end looks like for why they open up 5 or 10 minutes apart.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Perhaps this GROV can be good. MTEM, nice bottoming wick there. By the way, I think there's a couple of people that has to reach out. Shout out to Minty, getting it done. Nice big day today. Primarily MTEM, locking it in. That's why you gotta catch them early. Dash with a nice day as well, man. Mighty. Chat room is just insane, man. Everybody's printing. This P&L section is insane, insanity.
I remember being involved in the Warrior chat room. I mean, I don't know how. Whatever. All I was gonna say is that you could tell the difference between, you know, like the regular people there and then the regular people here. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of P&Ls.
Yeah. You know, I encourage everybody to post, and I think we have to always lead by example. Um, you know, Ross is pretty transparent, of course, but not every other community is. So it's like posting the red days, the green days, like people feel comfortable to post everything. But there's still people here that don't post, which I wish they would. You know, you don't have to always be green every day to post. But for the people who are posting, they're doing pretty well. About 2 minutes to resumption. 2 minutes. MTEM, good bottoming wicks through and through. I wonder if Dynamo is long, like, you know, 76, 77. Big size, holding, selling here. Alvin, you want him to elaborate on the difference in the chat room? Here, I'll summarize it for you, man. Relentless trading #1. No, let me stop. But I'd like to think so. But resumption coming up here. Let's see how it does. We got less than a minute. For anybody looking to learn how to trade, though, you know, it's all about following something that's proven, whether it's us here or somewhere else. The key is to follow a proven strategy, and you have to make sure that the person you're following is not pretending to be a real trader and then they're not, because that's happening a lot on social media with like the fake gurus. You know, these people posting crazy lifestyles, but then they know nothing about actually how to trade. And so if you're following them, as there's 10 seconds to resumption, I'll cut the chat here. There we go, 195. There's sellers. Oh, okay,
Jeez.
that's fine. That was a big seller. I shouldn't have bought that. There's like 90,000 shares, 95.
GTN. A.
This might sell off, yeah. You know what got me there? Just how strong the day's been so far in the last like hour. I'm thinking, okay, that's gonna hold that micro pullback and then just perhaps rip up, but it's too aggressive.
Yeah, but for how bad it was, you didn't. I don't think you ate too much of a loss there. That was pretty bad though.
Yeah, Chansey, you might have an an account already. If not, you might have to create a new Discord account or reset your password. But yeah, there's like a 90,000 share seller there. So that was a lot to overcome. But yeah, going back to that conversation, there's like a lot of fake people who are like selling courses and these things. So if you're following somebody who's not real, then you're following a strategy that's not real, and the odds of becoming successful is just that much more against you. So the key is to follow something that's like transparent, real, and proven, and it's being done every day. So whether you see myself, Marcelo, Triad, Tim, the mentors here, in extension, the Team House community, the broader chat room, the students, you know, there's always like a conversation to be had. And like for us internally, we talk about what prices should be, and honestly, like not everybody's gonna be profitable because trading is just that difficult. But for the information that we provide and the material that we have, I I honestly think like a fair price for what we have here is like a $20,000 course. Now, the price of our course is not like 20 grand, but the material and information is so significant that that's what I think it should be. And maybe it becomes that at some point, but for now it's still pretty cheap. So anybody who's ever looking forward to joining, it's there. But something that we don't do is like we don't push it aggressively. I mean, there is no need, because ultimately anybody who's watching on who really likes what we're doing, we don't have to tell them, hey, check out our classes. Like they'll stumble upon that on their own time when they're ready, if they're interested, right? So that's the only thing I'd say for newer people to watch out for. So just be careful of people who are claiming to be doing it and then they're not doing it. Like there's no way you're telling me that you can't come and live stream for a few weeks or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just a little sad what's happening here in the space.
The good thing I would say, I mean, there's probably a few good things to say, but one of them that I'm thinking about now when it comes to Ross and Warrior is that how you were just saying, he's obviously very transparent, right? And he's also very big when it comes to the space. So it's easy. Not that it's, I don't know if it's easy, but at least my experience, it's easier to kind of run into him because he's already pretty big and he's very transparent. So you get to kind of see what transparency looks like if you're lucky enough to run into, let's say, him. And then at least for me at the time, I'm sure you're probably a lot bigger now, so it's probably easier to run into you um, now than it was maybe 2, 3 years ago when I first ran into you. But the thing is that since I saw Warrior first, because he was already been in this space for so long, but you get to see the transparency and what that looked like right away. So then when I saw you, like obviously it was very similar, So, and then obviously there was more, in my opinion, to get from this space than over there. Because I guess over there is just so much more congested and but yeah, that's what I would say is good is like Warrior. He's pretty big and it's probably, and you're likely to kind of run into him, and then at the same time you get to see what transparency looks like, and then you compare those transparencies with you, and it's easy to see that, okay, this guy's transparent, this guy, this
Yeah.
guy looks also pretty transparent. So
And the whole thing is though is like there's like crypto and then forex as well. Like it all ties in together in terms of like the financial space here, stocks, crypto, forex. And so then there's also guys in those other spaces that kind of like sometimes ruin it for the innocent people who are looking to learn something credible. I mean, but it's life, like wherever there's good there's bad, and I guess as the customer, we would have to try to, like you said, differentiate and use our best judgment. But what's crazy is that I'm somebody who's doing this, and when I see other people, sometimes I can't tell. Like if I can't tell, how does a regular person stand a chance of telling? So
And it's actually a good point you just mentioned because I feel like this is my assumption, but I feel like 90% of people who start to be interested in like trading financial markets usually doesn't run into small caps right away. They're probably running into forex a lot of the times, maybe options and large caps. So, and I feel like in that space, there's probably a lot more trickery there.
right, right.
So.
But yeah, for sure, man. Like, here the material is there. Like we understand that, how difficult it is. You can't guarantee success, but it's all laid out for people to see, like 100% transparency. And especially when you look into something like this and like what it means, like as like a career, especially if you can get on the other side of it. You compare it to the traditional like college courses and classes, and I mean, most things in these places, if it's not some sort of really good concentration, is like just, you know, almost like a waste of time, it seems, at some point. But not to get into like colleges and like what's going on there. Some schools are really good, some classes are very, very, impactful, but I guess there's always a conversation to be had. Black Friday discount. Yeah, there should be something coming soon. Nah, but I've always talked nicely about Ross. Ross,
GTN.
I'm not afraid to say
Edit.
that out, like on here, like even as somebody who's in this space, and if you want to say like he's somewhat of like a competitor, like I'm not afraid to say like he's nice. Ross is like a beast, bro. Like Ross, when I first started, I came across Ross as well. Ross, Tim Sykes, some of the others, and Ross is
But when you
absolute
first
beast.
started, did you first start already immediately at small caps, or was it another form of trading?
No small caps. In fact, I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
interesting.
I don't know if it was Ross or Tim Sykes. It's one of those two. But my brother, I have a sibling that's like, around the space of trading. He came to me a day with a video of like look at this guy, he's like up 10 grand. And I don't know if it was Ross or Tim Sykes. It has to be one of the two of them. But we're like, can you really make 10 grand in a day? Is this real? And from there we kind of started looking into it. And before you know it, you're watching videos on YouTube, you're watching content, and it's like, because we didn't even know what like the stock market was back then, right? So it was like this whole new world just like exploded, and that's how I kind of really got into it.
Okay, that's interesting.
But it's crazy because we put in the work, and then it's like now we can see like these solid days. I mean, even on a day like today, it started off a little slow, but walking away up $4,000 in a day, and it's 12 p.m. It's like from all those videos we might have seen, whether Tim Sykes, Ross, Humble Trader, I mean, there's so many, Clay Trader, Beginner Trader. These are all people that I watched. Um, I mean, there's so many other. I even watched Patrick Whelan. He created
I
some
remember.
good content. But yeah, so now to like see that this stuff is working. Yeah, and from the list of people there, and every big YouTuber that there is, some people are more transparent than others and things like that. But to see that this thing is real and that it works, and that you could generate this type of money in a day and in hours, it's absolutely incredible.
Ross doesn't go live anymore, right, on YouTube?
I don't think so. Man, I never forget the day that the GameStop time. This guy was up like
Mm-hmm.
500,000, man, in like just 1 hour. It's like crazy.
Oh, yeah, that guy's a beast, bro. And I think even yesterday he was like I know he also killed it.
I mean, you gotta give. It's like to me, you gotta give like the respect and the credit to the people who are credible because it's like they do play a role in like us even like being here and like being in the space because it's like if nobody ever shared any content on the stock market, I would have never came here to do anything, right? I'd have been doing something else.
It's giving
So
respect to the people before you, you know what I'm saying? Like the same way LeBron would do with Kobe, or the same way Kobe would do with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe they're competitors in terms of like, well, maybe not at the present moment because there are different times, but you could still even compete in terms of who's the best, but it's like still just giving that respect,
right,
even though you're a competitor, but you know, one paved the way, you know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe you wouldn't be like maybe Kobe wouldn't be there if it wasn't for MJ, so type of thing.
right, exactly. And there's a question here asking about internet connection. I have a sibling, a different sibling here who's he's like a tech guy and like knows his stuff. He told me I should never trade on Wi-Fi. I still because I'm a madman, I still trade on Wi-Fi from time to time, but that was the recommendation from somebody who I would consider a tech genius. So if you can help it for the subscriber asking, I think it's Robinson. Definitely if you can get wired connection is the way to go.
And when you trade traveling, at that point, you don't have too much of a choice, right?
Yeah, but like when we do like if you're in somewhere like that's not a hotel, I guess, where you can like have access to the ports. Like when we
Hmm.
do the team house trips, we'll go buy cables and adapters and everything that we'll need to all be plugged in if possible.
I don't know if you can answer this, but I'm actually curious because when I see you guys in the team house and like the big table, everything set up, is that like a team effort you guys do together, or do you guys like hire helpers to do stuff like that?
Well, so there's plans for something that's coming next year, right? In terms of a team house. I mean, we spoke about this before, so I'll say it like we're planning on doing more permanent things. But for the ones that we've done so far, Um, I mean, most of it has been us, just teamwork,
Yeah, that's cool.
communication. Usually there's gonna be like a Best Buy run, and this is like included in the last vlog where either myself, Marcelo, one of the other team members, will go and we'll get every single thing that we need. And one thing that I'll say this, right? One thing that I really love about these guys is that everybody can hold their own. And so it makes everything so much easier in terms of just like financially, right? Because I'll take my credit card and go and buy 10 monitors, and then it's like I'll just be reimbursed at the end of the trip. Like it makes everything so seamless and sound. We go, we get our monitors, our cables, we set it up, and that's usually what day number one is all about, setup. Once
Hmm.
everything is ready, we'll test out our connection, or we'll see what's going on, and then from there we'll maybe relax a bit, grab some dinner, and then if that next day is Monday, we're ready to go, we're ready to trade. And so
What an experience.
yeah, man, Gio, maybe because again there's some big plans, so the longer we're there at a team house, the more of a chance people will have to come and come for some time, for a week or 2 weeks, whatever it might be. And so the original members, a lot of us have responsibilities, right? Whether we own a business where we live, relationships, X, Y, and Z. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities on the next one for people to rotate in and out for like a week, a few days, whatever might make sense for them and for us at the time. And so this next one is going to be it's going to be like legit. It's going to be official, and we're going to actually
Do you already have like a set in stone next spot, or is this being juggled between several spots and still
no, it's gonna be
needs to be?
one. It's gonna be one location, and there's gonna be a lot of production and things. So it's gonna be more formal this time around, but it's still gonna be fun. But it's gonna be
Okay.
amazing. So
Yeah, I'm excited to hear, when the time is right to hear all about it.
when the time comes, brother, Yeah, so okay, it's 12 o'clock. I think it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go grab something and shut it down.
Been good. It's been real.
It's been real.
Always fun jumping on these general ones.
All right, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Stay green. YouTube live stream, Discord chat. Catch you guys tomorrow around 8:50 a.m. It's been a
Later,
good
everyone.
one.
Peace, RT.
All right, guys. For YouTube, check out those links. Man, what a chat. Check out those links down below and catch you guys later. There's the link for the classes, there's the link for the chat room, and the link for the scanner that I use here, Momo Pro. All right, Momo Pro. If you guys do check out Momo Pro, you can utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Be man. But it's an awesome experience hanging out with the guys, trading together, learning so much. You know, if I never started a community, if I never joined a community, I probably would have been making like 400 bucks a day. And I would have been thinking, you know, man, what a great job I'm doing. And maybe it would have been a great job, yes, but you know, part of putting yourself out there and learning and growing with a team is that you can improve and you can see things that maybe you thought, you know, unimaginable, right? Not possible. I mean, it's just so surreal to see what's happening here. I mean, just it's honestly a little like it's a little unbelievable, right? Because I know how hard trading is. But it goes to show that our methods they do work, and you know if we can put in the time and really and truly the hardest thing with trading, one of the hardest parts that gets most people is the beginning where they're not patient enough to take it slow first. That and or let's say the education coming across the right person to maybe you know preach and tell them that, right? Take it slow, small size simulator, practice, 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 improve, and then use real money or bigger size, let's say. Because you can practice with a real account, like just 10 shares. If you take let's say you start trading today. Today, you started trading today. You came across good old Relentless. And you hear, hey, okay, Charles Schwab, you know, we get past brokers, all those general things in the beginning. And you're gonna follow this hyper scalping style. Utilize 10 shares. If you're gonna use a real account, okay, utilize 10 shares. And the goal is in the first few months, can you prove that you understand the strategy, right? You go through the chapters, you're applying what you know, you're working on being disciplined. After 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, if you're seeing that consistency day in, day out, you're capitalizing on the setups, you're capitalizing on the opportunities, only then does it make sense to increase your size and increase your risk, right? To do that early where you're not consistently doing well, you're going to be gambling, and we don't gamble here, right? It's all about taking calculated risk and being disciplined with ourselves to have the best outcome. Taking high probability trades. So it's not easy. You know, there's a lot of things that you'll learn about yourself. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. This field will expose you for who you are, and so you have to utilize that in our favor, right? Because nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody here who became a successful trader, whether in just 1 month or 1 year, 10 years, nobody's perfect. But can you see what's happening in front of you and then make a change, make an adjustment? That's what this field really is. Like beyond all the charts and beyond the setups, because most people in the world can be taught. Most people can be taught how to do something. Most people can be taught what the patterns are, how to spot them, how to identify them. But the discipline aspect of it has a lot to do with the individual seeing themselves making a mistake and then changing it, even if it's not right away, over time. Some things took me months, and even now there's still things that still trying to work on. So if we can keep being more refined, then it's possible we can then, become consistent. So can you be a better version of yourself tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year? If you're capable at improving at a new function, a new role, a new job, a new software, then then it's possible you can improve in trading, right? Even when it comes to sports, gaming, for those people who are into literature and reading, and it's like if you've ever been able to improve at something and actively train and try and become better, then this is also a field that you can improve on over time. Some people they're just 3-4 months they're able to get it. Other people it takes 2-3 years, right? For me, 2.5 years. So and in class I was never the guy when the math equation go on the board. I never understood it right away. Like I had to stay back for tutoring. I had to go for help on YouTube and watch more videos, different ways of doing it. All these different things I had to do. And then finally, after a week, then I finally understand the math equation. So everybody does it at a different pace. But the key is, can you make adjustments and make improvements on yourself over time? And along with doing that, you have to do everything that is known to give yourself a chance as well, right? We had a question there about internet connection. All right, make sure your internet connection is as good as it can be. We understand financially and maybe your situation. Like I used to trade in my living room at one point at like, we used to live in this old house. Imagine trading in a living room. Someone can come and watch TV at any time. Someone can be walking in and out. Like it's just so much distractions, right? But whatever your situation is, you have to make the best out of it until you can change and improve, right, on that. So wherever you are financially, even if you can't afford the best laptop, the best internet, like do the best for what you can do until you can, you're at a point where you're able to upgrade, right? So you don't need the best computer. One of the guys in the team house Calamity is using one laptop, one screen. The guy made over 1 point something million, right? So you don't need the biggest, best everything, but for where you are, work with what you have, but do all the little things, right? Screen record your trades, put yourself outside of your comfort zone. If there's something that you don't know how to do, research on how to do it, whether it's hotkeys, this, that, whatever it is. If you don't know how to use your broker properly, watch all the tutorials, right? Do everything that you have to do to become efficient to where you can function well, right? And the faster you can do everything, the better it is. So screen record your trades, utilize softwares to track your performance, whether it's like people in our chat room, they're working on building these things. There's also the more famous platforms out there like TraderView, Kinfo. Some of you guys are really good at Excel. You might not even need to pay for a subscription, but you can track your performance through Excel, right? Some of you guys know all those good equations and everything in there. So everything that you can do, you should do. Review it whenever you can every day, even if it's just for 20 minutes at the end of the day. All these things can help you out to see the small details that you need to see to get closer to consistency, right? And sometimes maybe you're consistent already, but you're looking to increase size, right? There's different people are at different points in their journey. So whatever needs to be done to ensure success, that's what we'll do. Whatever needs to be done. Whatever needs to be done. So I'm going to shut it down, hit that thumbs up, and tomorrow again, another beautiful day. Stay safe, stay green. Relentless Trader signing out.